Yo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Hashem and Ashai, Bashem Rakakadosh, and don't want to see apostles out as a GreatMillStone, man. Real well. Shalom. Let me kick it with this. Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And you know, if you've been paying attention to the news in the last couple of weeks, then you can see the heat's been rising, and it's spiritual as well. Because here in the UK we've been having a heat wave, but then it's kind of like it's funny because it's like that means it could be a hot summer, and it's like in terms of events, looks like it's set to be hot already, man. You had like the strikes on Syria, done by like the US, UK, and France, I believe, maybe other countries as well. I don't believe so. And that more or less, Russia said they're gonna have a response, but then you ain't heard too much after. But then now you're hearing about in the UK. It's funny because it's like now it's just bare bullshit has suddenly just become, you know, the like covering the news. This like Windrush immigrants, them Jake youths that they fucking rinsed out and had build up and do all kinds of unsavory jobs over here. They're looking to kick them out, but that's the fluff that's taken over. But then when we realise there's World War III around the corner, man, who gives a fuck about a bunch of goddamn deported ass nigger women when you know there's actual you know a mass death around the corner, and it's like even what Trump's meant to be having talks with Kim Jong-un's. And this guy said, oh, he's suspending like the nuclear test. The thing is as well, it's like the kind of retard like that's some shit that could just that looks like it's just Trump in the same room as this guy, and Trump being the irrational fuck he is. That's just a spectacular way to start to escalate shit again. It's because everyone's lax. Everyone's, you know, especially in the UK, you had the heat wave. Everyone's all chilled out, laid back. They're worrying about is some Windrush immigrants or the Commonwealth or some BS. Then fucking nukes flying across the earth is gonna be what people are worrying about, man. Because, hey, like the Lord said, prepare war, let the weak say I'm strong. Because right now, what North Korea? Who the fuck is North Korea? Some tiny country, but this guy's got nuclear capabilities, and that makes him a problem. That's the weak saying they're strong. It says what? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High. That's it. So the Lord's basically going to gather them all together for that war. And it says what? Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So that's what the Lord's proclaimed. The Lord's proclaimed basically that the war is going to come, the destruction is coming, mass death is coming. And hey, it's more or less he's basically churning up between all of them, man. And that's why, hey, that's why it's like all this. It's like, you know, you might watch and it might not seem like too much is happening, but really it's like the Lord's got it's building up how He wants it. It's basically coming in His time. And hey, this thing's not gonna stop, because it's like all them peace talks and, you know, meant to be calming down. That's basically just completely false. Because it's like you might get certain periods of time where it don't seem like too much is happening, but really check it out. A lot of things are going on, man. It's like certain things just aren't being reported. People are getting fucking smashed on a mass scale. Everyone's got undercover operatives moving. It's like you had that film, what is it, Atomic Blonde. It's funny, I watched that with like Charlize Theron, and that's basically just about Russia versus America, like before in Germany, when it used to be East and West Germany when the war was up. So more or less, that's like all that Cold War, that shit has been going on for the longest. And the thing is a lot of it was you might hear about, okay, blah blah blah, little skirmishes in X country or Y country, but really it's about what the undercover before it gets down to full on boots on the ground. It's what the undercover agents are doing, like on the field, because that's pretty much like one of the main things. Spies and all that information gathering, basically trying to mess up certain parts of the economy, sanctions, all these things, denouncements. That's all the build-up, man. That's how you know, yo, we're in it. Already in this Third World War. But it says, what, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. And it says there, like the precept for that is concision or freshen. So that's that death, mass death, that grind, that meat grinder, man. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. So yeah, that's it. The day of the Lord's near, and that's, you know, that's what we're all about. We're about pushing this day forward faster and faster, man. Bringing that thing forward. That's what we're going out, blazing them streets, basically not letting it be forgotten. And really, is people are seeing it. They're just trying to be ignorant. But then that's how it's going to catch them, as a thief, because the Lord said it's going to come like as a thief in the night. That's really how these guys are going to get caught out, like a thief, because they're out there thinking, you know, about the sunshines, man. But you know, I'll leave it there, man. Say all praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahshua, B'Shem, Kakadash, Shalom.